Hi chat. Oh, my camera. Hi chat. So today we're gonna be talking about abortion and what I feel about it. And I think abortion shouldn't be banned. I think we should have a choice because of the world we live in. Because we live in such a man-made world and such a society-based and future-based society. I feel like because our world is so man made, and we can literally figure out and choose what we want our child to live in, because there's so many different things that you could put your child in, like, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like we should be careful on where we implant our children in the world, since there's so many different worlds in this man-made society. There's there's the hierarchy. There's the not the height, but uh, the upper ups where you successful and you da da da. There's the middle class, and then there's the poverty, and then there's the poverty. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's levels to everything. You get what I'm saying? Or it's different places in this society, in this man-made society. So I feel like since it's so man-made and we can choose where we want to be in the society, we should be able to choose where we want our kids to be in the society. So we should always be able to choose where we implant our kids, because our kids are made for the future. Those are our future people. Those are our future, you feel me? So when we choose to implant these children in poverty and in places where most likely they're gonna grow up to be to have trauma and et cetera, et cetera. And at the same time, that could be good, because the kids that go through the trauma and the kids that know the poverty and will be the best kids that have the most action potential to be able to get out of the poverty and be able to create a more righteous and holistic world. You get what I'm saying? Those kids will be the best kids to save the world. But at the same time, since we live in a society, since we live in this society where we can choose where we are, we should be able to choose where our kids are. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like we could we should we could choose our we should be able to abortion shouldn't be banned. That's what I meant. Abortion shouldn't be banned. We should be able to choose, because it's like, even though it's a very natural process, this world is very not natural. You get what I'm saying? So even though this is a very natural process, we're bringing them in a man-made world that's half the time is made for them to fail when they come in this world. So we have to understand what we're putting our children in, right? And we gotta base it on the future. You get what I'm saying? These is our future kids. These are future adults. These is the people that, you feel me? So we live in such a future-based society. We need to be careful on where we put in our children. You feel me? And how these children grow up, and et cetera and et cetera. So, and I don't think you want your baby to be in a in a in a in a in a in a place where your parents is not together, or your parents is because are arguing, and et cetera, because then they will have a mindset on relationships that's not genuinely what relationships are. And it's like they will definitely, you know what I'm saying, uh 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 uh, uh repeat that, or what is the word, like, recycle that into different parts of their life, like their own relationships and how they treat people. You get what I'm saying? And it'll be bad. And we shouldn't just put our kids in a situation where we know we're gonna fail, and it will most likely end up with them failing. But that's the thing, though, right? See, it's this thing where where you can have a kid that's born in poverty, that's born in the dumps, and they can grow up to be the most holistic, um like they can grow up to save the, like, I feel like people that are born in poverty, that are born in the dumps, have the most action potential to be to be. It's like a slingshot, right? The more you pull that motherfucker back, the farther that motherfucker gonna go. So you pull that mug back, you put them in poverty, you put them in the down lows and the down lows, and once that baby got the understanding of life, and if that baby uh possibly grows up with the right mindset, you feel me? That baby has the action potential to pew, right? But at the same time, as though, you feel me, the we still need the what am I saying? We gotta the the baby. All I'm saying is that baby has action potential, and this. So when we put a baby in that world, and like, what I'm saying is, when they able to come from poverty and pull back that far, then catapult themselves that far, they are able to look at the world in a more holistic point of view. That's what I'm saying. So when we put them in that place, right, they'll be able to look at the world in a more holistic, because they understand the struggles. They understand where they came from, and they understand how they got out of where they came from. You get what I'm saying? They understand how the mindset is supposed to be. They understand how what they supposed to do. They understand. You feel me? But somebody that was born in middle class, or that was born in a good, they not gonna have a full understanding as of what that other person would go through. You get what I'm saying? So as the same time as we would not want our babies to be born in poverty, and we want to have the choice to be able to put our babies in these high class and middle class situations. We want our babies, because these babies are the future. We want our babies to be able to understand the full understanding of life. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So at the end of the day, as it's bad, it's also good, because it's action potential. You feel me? It's action potential when you put a baby in that situation, and they grew up to have the right mindset about that situation, to be able to get them out of that situation. They will most likely be able to save the world. You get what I'm saying? They'll be able to be able to educate people on the way they mindset's supposed to be, et cetera, et cetera. They'll be able to save the world. So I feel like it's definitely coinciding with each other. You feel me? But at the same time, that's how you got to look at the world. Like, everything is like that. You feel me? At the same time as we don't want our kids to be born, so you feel me? That's why I say abortion shouldn't be banned, because we want our kids to be born in what we want our kids to be born in. But there's also a hidden gift in being born in poverty. You get what I'm saying? Where we have that action potential. You feel me? So